Hello, welcome back to the Go Read Sis podcast. I'm Lexie.
And I'm Kati.
And today we are going to be talking, I think, mostly about like current reads, but we're going to throw a little bit of bookish hot takes because we have a lot to say, I think.
Yeah. Also, we have a big, long list of a news report for you guys.
We do. There's been a lot happening behind the scenes. We had a little vacation, so we haven't sat and talked
Seriously.
in a while, and a lot has happened.
So much has happened in the book world.
So much.
Kind of crazy. But I think we should start with what we're currently reading.
I am currently reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
I'm really liking it so far. I'm about 50% in, and it is so good. I went in with this, like, notation, like, oh, it's Stephen King. It's going to be a horror novel. And I was, like, very much expecting, like, dark, ominous, like, all of those things. And my first clue should have been the title. The title's literally Fairy Tale. So, it's so good. If you liked Once Upon a Time, you need to read this book. And I'm not even done. But it just gives, like, fairy tale retelling. Like, it's very whimsical. The storytelling is really beautiful, which this is my first Stephen King novel, but it's just not what I was expecting at all. But I am eating it up.
I'm so glad you're liking it. It's honestly such a good Stephen King to start with, especially if you're a fantasy reader. Like, if you really love fantasy, Fairy Tale is, like, the perfect first Stephen King novel, in my opinion. I've only read, like, I think 3 or 4 books by Stephen King, but I think I started with Fairy Tale also and was just so happy I did because it eases you into, like, how he writes. Also, like, the pacing of Stephen King novels can be so hard to get used to because it's, like, very slow and very, like, drawn out and descriptive, which I really like. I think it pulls you into the story really well, but it definitely is something that you kind of have to, like, take a second to get used to.
Oh, for sure. I've been reading it and listening to it just because, like, life.
Yeah.
But the audiobook's actually really, really good. Like, whoever is voicing it is doing, like, little, like, side like voices for certain characters and, like, voice effects. So it's a pretty good audiobook too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm really liking it. I know you've been recommending it for, like, probably a year, maybe more.
Probably more because I read it, like, 2 or 3 years ago now.
Crazy. Yeah, it's really good.
Awesome.
I'm loving
it. I'm so glad you're liking it.
Yeah. What are you reading?
I'm reading 2 books right now. I have been slowly working my way through the audiobook of Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, which is kind of like it ties in with the Stormlight Archives series, and he says to read it right after you read Mistborn Era 1, but before you actually start Stormlight Archives.
Whatever he says is...
Whatever he says goes.
Yeah.
So I've read now Mistborn Era 1 and Tress, and so this one was the next one that he was like, you should read this before starting, like, The Way of Kings. So I am absolutely loving it. It's a standalone fantasy, which I really like.
I don't think I've really read very many standalone fantasies.
I haven't either, but I love that it is a standalone, but it also, like, ties in with the rest of his world. Like,
I like
there's like a character in it already, or there's a character in it that I've met at this point that I know plays a huge role in, like, the rest of his books, like, and in the Cosmere and stuff. Like, there's just it's super cool to be able to, like, read this standalone fantasy, but also know that I'm, like, getting breadcrumbs of information.
Like, Easter eggs,
and like, Easter eggs and things like that. So
I love it.
Also, the magic system is totally different from Mistborn, which I think is really fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I need to read it.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm loving it so far. I love the characters, and it jumps right in. There was no, like slow learning curve like with Mistborn.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I think partially because it's a standalone.
Makes sense.
Like, it just really jumps into the plot, and then you're kind of, like, learning how the world works and how the magic system works, like, as you go along.
Okay.
And what's really cool is the main characters are, like, there's, like, 2 primary, like, cities, and they have 2 different, like, belief systems. And so the city that the 2 main characters come from, they don't believe in using the magic system of the other city. So they are now in the other city and learning the magic system.
That's
so, like,
cool.
You as the reader are following these
main
characters who are learning the magic system, which then teaches you how the magic system works.
I really like that.
I love when authors do that.
Yeah, I love when they find a really unique way to explain their magic system that's not the traditional, like, information.
Info dump.
Yeah, like, I really don't have a problem with the info dump either, but it's just, like, so refreshing and, like, so neat when, like, the authors have the extra creativity to, like, weave it in.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so I'm listening to that, and then I'm also reading Hello Stranger by Catherine Center.
Okay, I know that was on your, like, spring TBR or whatever.
I'm actually so glad I'm reading it right now because I just realized that it takes place in Texas in March. I'm like, this is literally perfect.
It's perfect. You couldn't get any better.
I started it earlier this week and read like a little bit just when I had time, like in the evenings. But then I picked it up to read last night before bed. And it was like, I want to say like 10 o'clock. And I was like, I'll just read for a couple minutes and then I'll go to sleep. I was up till almost midnight because I was like binge reading it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. There's like an element of it that is a little bit of a mystery kind of thing.
I kind of love that in romance.
Yeah, I do too. And so I have a theory that I've had since the very beginning of like what is going to be the answer. And I just really want to know whether or not I'm right. So I'm just flying through because I'm like, I need to know if I'm right about this thing that I think is what it is. And I'm pretty sure I am because like, I don't know.
I don't know the context.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The context kind of is she's face blind, so she doesn't know like she can't see faces, and so there's just a thing about that like you only know how much she knows about certain situations. So there's just like a little bit of like a mysterious like we don't actually know who these people are because she doesn't know who these people are necessarily.
I kind of love that.
Yeah,
I
it's cool.
love an unreliable narrator, even if it's not like their fault.
Yeah.
Like something about it just always hits so good. I'm like, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
And even like that, like she's not trying to be unreliable, but like she doesn't know. So
Exactly.
She is. I love it.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, those are my current reads.
I love that. Very different vibes.
Oh yeah, which I have to do because I always read multiple books at a time. But if I read in the same genre at the same time, then I just get confused.
Like who's who, what's what story. Yeah, that's totally fair. I'm the same way. I don't read as many books as you do usually, but if I do, they've got to be like completely separate or I'm like, I don't know what goes where.
Yeah, that's so fair. I just like to have a book in every format.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. Should we move on to some bookish news?
Yeah. Do you have one in mind that you want to start with?
Well, the thing that comes to the top of my brain is something that we just saw this week, which is Sarah J. Maas has now announced that the next ACOTAR book is going to be coming out, but it's going to be coming out in 4 different parts.
So
which is
crazy.
So insane.
I just get so confused by this because... Did you watch the podcast?
I watched the clip where she was talking about it. Yeah.
Me too. And she basically goes on to say there's no publishing company that can make a 1,000-page book. But...
Is it a 1,000-page book? Is that all
she
it
said
is?
She was writing her books or whatever. She was writing it and you know how she did her part, like whatever. Part 1 was like 400 pages and she was realizing it's going to be like a massive book, which I can understand and I can understand breaking it up in some ways. Yeah. But 4 is crazy.
That's
like
a lot.
We have Brandon Sanderson that has 1,000-page binded books? At least. Her own KOA, Kingdom of Ash? is almost 1,000 pages. So I don't understand why it needs to be 4.
Right, yeah. Like maybe a part 1 and a part 2 might make more sense.
Right. But like to have book, and maybe I misunderstood, but I took it as book 6, ACOTAR, wait, is it 6?
ACOTAR 6, yeah, I think
Red, green, pink, blue, orange. Yeah, ACOTAR 6 is going to be 4 parts, basically.
Yeah, it kind of just feels like a little bit, like a money grab.
Me too, because she even describes, she's like, it's not a trilogy, and I'm like, but like it literally like
it kind of is, but I also understand like she's like it's meant to be read as one big thing, right? But then I'm like, okay, but then release it as one big thing,
right?
But I don't know, I'm not.
I think we're both in the same. We both are probably done our Sarah J. Maas journey. Yeah. Maybe if she came out with like something out of left field that was like a different genre, like I would maybe try to read her. But like, we just don't vibe very well. Like nothing against her. I love how much people love her. Yeah, she's made an empire for herself. Like, oh my gosh.
Absolutely. And I read and enjoyed the first 3 books in ACOTAR. Like, I really liked Mist and Fury and Wings and Ruin or whatever.
Whatever the green one is, was like a 5-star read for me. And I've reread the series.
Yeah.
So, like, nothing against ACOTAR. Like, I 1,000,000% if someone is like, I'm starting my fantasy journey, where do I start? ACOTAR is one of the first books I would recommend. It's a great series. I just, as I've matured in my reading, don't like her. And we've talked about it. We don't need to go into details. Don't like Throne of Glass. Yeah. Like, at all.
I've heard this from a lot of people. Like, they read it when they're young, either in their, like, age or in their reading journey. And so they just, like, don't necessarily pick up on all of like the little things
Mm-hmm.
that like when you read it later on in your reading journey or later on in life, like you pick up on a lot of things that's like, okay, well, this was clearly written by somebody who was a young author who
Of
did
course.
not have a lot of experience and who like probably didn't have like the best copy editors going through and looking for all of the little things that like don't
Yeah.
necessarily add up, because that's really like what it comes down to.
It came to that. It also came to just like, for me, there was no need to have like one book have like 12 POVs.
Yeah. There are a lot of things that I feel like maybe, and based off of how much I enjoyed like Wings and Ruin, like
Yeah.
if she rewrote Throne of Glass,
Yeah.
it might be a whole lot better.
Yeah, and I really loved the idea of Throne of Glass. Like,
Yeah.
I loved I forget people's names, but like the dark entity that's in it.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember. Like, I loved the whole concept of it. It was really just like the not being consistent with your own fantasy rules and things like that just really
Yeah.
irked me. But then you also have to remember she wrote like Throne of Glass like in high school.
Yeah, definitely.
But all to say, like, I'm really excited for the people that really love her. I know
Yeah.
that this has been a very, very long time coming. And she,
Yeah.
like, posted something a little while back that was, like, kind of like an Easter egg, like, kind of giving, like, Taylor Swift vibes. Like, let me give you a little bit of something so you guys can, like, freak out and fangirl. So I'm
Yup.
really excited for everyone. I'm really excited, like, everyone's like conspiring on like what the color of the book's gonna be, and I love to see all of that. Like, I love being in the community and seeing how excited everyone is, and I kind of wish I was like hyped
Into
up
it.
like everyone else. But I didn't read the orange book. I can't even think of what it's called.
So
The one about Nesta.
yeah, I didn't either.
Silver Flames.
Silver
Yeah, you had
Flames.
it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My husband read it, loved all of it. He's
Okay.
thinking about reading it. If he likes it, I would maybe consider picking it up, but it would have to be like really, really good and very, very minimal
Spice,
Why can't I
yeah.
say minimal?
Yeah.
So, because I don't know, that's another issue I kind of had. She started the original trilogy like pretty decently clean, and then as she got more popular and it came more popular on Book Talk, she added so much, and I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, even Mist and Fury and Wings and Ruin were still like a little much.
They were, for
but
sure.
Not even. I mean, I would put them in the same category as like Fourth Wing. Like, I don't think either one of them had more spice than Fourth Wing.
I think they had, if I'm remembering correctly,
Like,
and
it
it's
was
been
less.
a couple years.
Yeah.
The Green Book only had one spice scene.
Okay.
And it was like very skippable. And I don't quote me on this, but I don't think it was like super descriptive like Fourth Wing.
Really? I don't remember.
I don't
enough
me either,
to
like-
be able to say, but
I do remember the pink one being uncomfy because I listened to it and I was like, oh dear.
oh dear.
Oh dear.
I think that's part of the reason too why like I just don't really have a lot of interest in continuing, is like romantasy for me is kind of like lost its
It lost the plot.
yeah. I once I started kind of getting more, and I've always been a high fantasy girl. Like I read the Lord of the Rings series when I was like 18, 19.
That's crazy.
And like loved it, ate it up. And yeah, so like I've always been way more into like the high fantasy and
Fair.
like high stakes and like let's get into the plot. And I like when there's a subplot of romance.
Yeah.
But romantasy, where it's so focused on the romance that you lose the plot of the fantasy, just doesn't really appeal to me.
That's so fair.
And like it did for a while, and I was into it for a while, but I've noticed like a trend for me that like I'm not loving the Fourth Wing series as much.
Crazy.
I'm not like caring really about continuing ACOTAR. Like I'm not gravitating towards other romantasy books that have
fair,
been
yeah.
coming out. Like it's just not something that I am really into right now. I've been way more into like high fantasy or like literary fiction with like a little bit of fun little rom-coms to kind of like get, be the in-between.
Yeah.
And then some thrillers in between too.
Okay.
But like definitely just, I mean, the Spark of the Everflame, like that series would kind of be the exception for me, but I wouldn't even call that like actual romantasy. Like
I think it's like a romantic fantasy.
yeah, like I would call it fantasy with an important romance
Very,
plot. But I wouldn't necessarily categorize it where it's like so focused on the romance like some of those other romantasy series.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. So I'm not like
That's so
you
fair.
probably won't catch me picking up like just a romantasy book, at least for a while.
That's fair. That's not me. I still very much my romantasy. Or not to say I don't also love a high fantasy.
Yeah.
But I love a romantasy.
What other current events do we have? Other bookish events?
I don't know if this is current events to anyone else but me. Okay. But I just found out that Pride and Prejudice is getting a TV series on Netflix.
That is new.
It is new?
News.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. That just dropped like maybe last week.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was slow.
No. I found out about it like a day before you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a ton of
All right.
time.
How do you feel about it?
I am cautiously optimistic. I think I feel the same way I did about like the Wuthering Heights adaptation, where I'm like, okay, this could be great. I do kind of feel like nothing will ever top the 2005 movie. Like, it's just so iconic now.
It's good.
That like it kind of feels to me the same way as like the Harry Potter TV show, where it's like, okay, you might be able to do a better job in a TV show, but the original movies are so iconic at this point that I'll never see any people but those actors playing those characters.
Mr. Darcy.
I feel that way about Pride and Prejudice. Like, Pride and Prejudice 2005, like, no one but Keira Knightley is the main character for me. And like, the way that it's portrayed on screen in that movie is just going to be so hard to top in a show.
I agree.
But I do think I'll watch it.
I kind of feel very similar. I will definitely watch it. I'll be sat for it.
Yeah.
But I also feel like why fix something that's not broken? Like, it's not a bad adaptation by any means. It's really, really well loved. The actors did a great job. The filmography, is that the word?
Cinematography?
Sure, yeah. Is absolutely stunning. The soundtrack is stunning. Like, it's hard.
The soundtrack.
How are they going to do a better soundtrack than that? Which I also feel about the Harry Potter. Like, there's no way.
So good.
But anyway, I'm excited, but I also feel like I would have preferred, like, the effort somewhere else. I don't know where, but somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fair. Netflix has been making a lot of Jane Austen adaptations lately.
That's fair.
And they've been good. Like, the Emma was good. I
haven't seen it.
It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Persuasion, I can't remember whether or not I liked it. It must not have been, like, phenomenal. But I remember really, really liking Emma. Okay. So, that adaptation specifically. So, I don't know. Maybe it was just next on their list. They're
I'm not, like, mad about it. Like, I'm excited to see it, like, in a TV show.
Yeah.
I just really loved that movie where I was like, there's some other classics that, like, deserve a good movie.
When I hear you say the soundtrack, like, literally the opening is playing in my head. And I'm like... when Lexie first saw this movie, it was because I very aggressively was like, Lexie, you need to watch Pride and Prejudice 2005. Like, you have to.
She did.
And then I texted her when I was watching it once, and I was like, literally, it's just the opening. All that's happened so far is some credits and the music, and I'm sobbing. Like...
True story.
Sobbing. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so now you know you need to watch it. And she watched it the first time and she was like, yeah, it was okay. Like, I think it was good. I liked it, but like, it was fine. And then like a week later, she's like, I'm watching it again. It's so good.
No, that's what happens. Like, you watch it the first time and there's so much going on that you're just like, kind of like, I don't know what to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Then you watch it again and you're like, okay, I'm getting it. And then you watch it like a third time and you're like, what? And then you just have to watch it like once a week, like, since. Like,
I think I might need to go home and watch it again.
Honestly, like, it's really rainy today where we're at.
It is.
Like, it kind of fits the vibe.
A good day for it.
Yeah, I watched. I don't know what year it was, but last night I was like, oh, it's raining, it's storming. I was gonna put Twilight on, but I was like, you know what? Like, Wuthering Heights has been heavy on my mind.
Yeah.
So I put the Ralph Fiennes Wuthering Heights on, and the atmosphere was so good. Like, the storms were so good. It was like dark, and
I love that.
It was like kind of a vibe to watch at like 10 p.m. like Home Alone, like
with the storms and stuff. Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
It was kind of a vibe.
Oh, that's so fun.
So
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one's really exciting. I'm trying to remember if there's any other bookish news.
The only thing I can think of, and I don't know if this is like huge, because like, I love Sarah Adams, but I don't know if she's like super, super popular. She's coming out with a new series.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I know. She hasn't announced much yet. Like, not even a title or anything, but she put like a little like Easter egg on her Instagram story. She's writing so something fresh and new.
That's so exciting.
I am so excited. I finished In Your Dreams last month, and her her books, I would say, are generally surface level. Like, they're not anything super deep or anything, but you, like, just get to know them so much because it's, like, 4 interconnected books, and I love the town and the people. And I'm talking about One in Rome, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. And I just miss it so much, and I read the last book in the interconnected series, and I was like, wow, like, I really feel like I'm saying bye to, like, some friends. Like, it was sad. So I'm so excited she's giving us something fresh and new.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I can't wait. I have loved most things that I've read by Sarah Adams. That whole One in Rome series I love. I've read maybe 1 or 2 of her others, but some of her older works I know, like, obviously when you're you know, a young author, like, it's your first couple of books, like, it's never your best work, you know? Like, you're always, like, getting better as you keep writing. So the fact that she's giving us, like, a whole new series of interconnected standalones, something like that, that's, like, fresh works by her. We know her writing has just gotten nothing but, like, incredible over the last few years since she's been releasing books. So now to have new stuff by her is going to be so fun.
I'm so excited. I just love her. She always puts, like, spice content warnings in the beginning of her books, and I really appreciate that. They're quick, they're fast-paced, the characters are easy to love.
They are, yeah.
I've read all of the One in Rome, and then I read the rule book and the cheat sheet. So, like, most of her newer books. I haven't read a lot of her backlog.
Yeah. I think I read 1 or 2 of her backlist, but they weren't memorable enough for me to even remember which ones.
Okay, here's one I want to read. It's, like, I think it's called The Match, but the only reason I want to read it is because, like, the cover has a golden retriever.
Okay,
and I have a golden retriever.
I think that's the dog one. Yeah, I think one of them is, like, a vet or something.
Okay.
Or they just both have dogs.
I don't know. Anything with a golden retriever, I'm going to be sad for. Like,
that's so fair. That's so fair. Yeah, that's all I can think of at this point.
Unless Sarah Damoff. She's writing another book.
Sarah Damoff. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it's called The Burning Side.
Yeah, I think so too. I know Sarah Caroli got an arc of it and was reading it.
I know. I'm really excited. So she's, like, local to us.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is, like, well, never mind, I won't say towns. Anyway, she's local to us, so it just feels like, because she always, like, well, not always, she has a debut. Her debut novel has, like, DFW area, like the, oh my gosh, what's that honky tonk in Fort Worth? Billy Bob's. Yeah. Like, Billy Bob's is in The Bright Years, so, like, it just feels, like, nostalgic, and I think The Burning Side takes place in Texas as well.
Okay, cool.
So I'm really excited about that. She just writes people so well, and the fact that her debut was that so good, I can't wait for The Bright Year.
I think it comes out, The Burning Side.
Yeah.
I think it comes out this year,
I think it comes out in May.
Oh my gosh, in other bookish news, other books that just came out, Haley Pham's book just came out this week.
Just Friends. Are you going to read it?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I already picked up my copy.
Nice.
I really wanted one with the artwork on the inside of the cover. Only the first print is getting the artwork on the inside. So you had to go snatch it up. So I went this week to Target to go and get it. And the edges are super cute. It has such a cute, like, summery cover.
It does.
I can't wait to read it. I'm probably gonna read it, like, at some point when it starts to get, like, really warm. Like, it feels like a perfect, like, poolside or beach type of read.
Okay.
So
I'm very excited.
I'm really excited about it too.
You have to let me know how you like it, because I feel like there's, like, the first person that comes to mind is Alex Astor, like, this epidemic of, like, these influencers and Lauren Roberts, like, writing books, and don't come from me not writing them super well, but just because they have, like, a fan base, they get the everything. And I'm not saying that it's Haley Pham. I haven't read it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see her doing a really good job only because she is one that does, like, well, I don't know. She rates a lot of books 5 stars. She kind of loves, like, a lot of everything she reads, but she's been reading for a really long time.
She has.
And she does, I think, have at least the, when she talks about books, like, she, like, processes through them in a way that's very, like, constructive and what's the word I'm looking for? Like
critical?
Yeah,
critical.
Okay. And so I do feel like in some ways that will be to her benefit.
Yeah, I think
watched her video too. Like, she put out a vlog on release day of, like, started the vlog when she started the book.
That's kind of cool. I haven't watched it yet.
It's so cool, actually. It's only a 20-minute vlog.
Oh, that's pretty good.
But it starts 4 years ago. Like, and her first clip of the vlog was, like, 4 years ago when she started
crazy.
writing the book. Yeah, which I just think is so cool.
That is really cool.
To like watch her process of like going back and forth with, you know, she had one copy that she was like, this is the final copy. It's the last time I'm like gonna be making edits to this book. And then she like got it back and edited like 3 more times, you know, after that kind of thing. But
okay, I like the thorough.
Yeah. I thought it was just really cool to watch her process, and even if it's not the best book ever, which I'm not expecting the best book ever. It's her debut novel.
For sure.
We really cannot be expecting perfect works of art here. And she even says in her video, she's like, I'm a much better writer now than I was when I like finished writing Just Friends.
That's like, totally fair.
Because
you learn a lot. Yeah.
You learn a lot in your first novel. And so I am not expecting it to be perfect. I bought it because I love Haley fam. I want to support her. It's so cute.
Okay.
I think it'll be a fun beach read. And I don't mind if like romance books aren't great, honestly.
That's fair.
Like,
I would have a much easier time reading a bad romance book than a bad fantasy.
Yeah, because like at least at the end of the day, like it's probably gonna be cute. Like
sure,
and you know how
funny.
it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's pretty funny too. So like, I'm sure it's funny.
I feel that way too. I think at the very least it'll be a fun time.
I agree.
Yeah. So excited about that one.
Yeah, that is really exciting.
And then last in my mind,
I ain't got anything else up here.
It's not like necessarily breaking news, however, it is an exciting thing in the bookish world that's coming up, which is that Project Hail Mary comes out as a movie this month.
I'm so excited. I love how many book to movie adaptations TV series like we have been fed. Granted, not all of them should have been a thing. But I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. I still have not started the book, but I do have to. We have it for our in-person book club.
Like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. So we got to get it done. It's going to be the next book I pick up, but.
Me too, probably. I'm really excited to pick it up too.
Yeah, me too.
I have been really craving a fantasy. I mean, a sci-fi. And I love that it's a standalone because I don't have to like commit to like a big series.
Yeah. I've also heard it's really, really like funny and entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm very excited for.
Me too. I can't wait. And then I want to read his other book, The Martian.
Yeah. I almost read that like in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ended up not for some reason. I don't remember why. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really excited for the movie. And
yeah, me too.
I'm really excited because I think Ryan Gosling is starring in it and he's so funny. And not that I know anything about the main character, but like I feel like he's just going to portray him really well.
Yeah. For sure. I agree. I think it's going to be a really fun time. I'm also so excited to go see it with our book club.
I know. We like decided as a book club, like we didn't even pull for a book like we normally do. We were kind of just all like, we're reading Project Hail Mary and we're going to go to the theaters and watch it together.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm so excited. I think it'll be such like a girlhood, like.
Oh, it'll be so fun.
So girlhood at a sci-fi movie, but like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's book club.
We're not like other girls. We're not all going to see Wuthering Heights.
That's so funny. All right, last segment for today.
All right, we are going to do some rapid fire hot takes. Katie's going to set a timer for 2 minutes, and I have a list of some hot takes. We are going to quickly say what the hot take is, debrief, and we have 2 minutes to go through all of them, and then we're cutting it off.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Get set. Go.
First is enemies to lovers, but labeling it a romance novel.
Yeah, not fair in a romance. Enemies to lovers is not real.
No. You can have rivals to lovers, workplace rivals to lovers. Enemies to lovers is not in a romance. There's no reason for someone to want to kill the other person in a romance novel.
Unless it's like a dark romance mafia like
I don't read those,
like
so like in my experience, no romance needs that.
Correct. Especially a rom-com.
Oh, period. No. Next, Book Talk has made excuses for bad writing with vibes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like so many people read for vibes, which is fair. So fair, so valid.
Do what you want.
And then sometimes it turns into people recommending books and saying the writing is really good, but really what they mean is that the vibes were really good.
Couldn't say it better myself, truly. Next, similar, magic systems don't need rules if the writing magic systems don't need rules if the emotions are good enough.
Okay.
Which kind of similar, like you get the vibes. Like, the vibes are so good that you miss all the magic system rules.
No, you have to have rules. If you write a fantasy novel, you have to have rules. And they have to make sense, and they have to be consistent.
You have to follow through. If you say A is law, but then you break law, that doesn't make any sense, guys.
Exactly.
Like, Okay.
Exactly. We have 48 seconds.
All right, plot holes. You explain, because I forgot.
Plot holes, basically, people are saying that things are plot holes, but really they're just not paying attention. Which
so aggravating.
Definitely happens sometimes. But also sometimes we're not paying attention and it, like, you think that something's not a plot hole and someone else says that it is a plot hole, and then there's just, like,
this is what happens when you speed read people.
That is true. That does happen.
Yeah, next. Last. Sprayed edges. Yes, no?
Yes, sometimes. If they're done really well and they're really pretty and it doesn't affect that, like, if the binding is good, if everything else about the book is good, then sprayed edges, I'm for, as long as they're actually pretty.
See, my opinion, sprayed edges are for books that have stood the test of time. It's a special edition.
Okay.
That's my thing. Do I still buy them? Absolutely.
2, 1. I think that was pretty good.
I think we did pretty good.
That was great.
We got some good hot takes in there.
I think so too.
Cool.
And I think we got our thoughts out without, like,
word vomiting,
to ramble forever.
Yeah. Great. I love it.
I love it. I love this this timer thing. Maybe we should use that again in the future.
What?
We tend to talk a lot sometimes.
No, not us.
Just a little. Well, this was a great episode. I had fun. I'm glad we got to catch up a little bit. We know it's been a while, but
sorry
about that. But we're having fun. This was fun to do. Thanks for hanging out with us on your Thursday or whatever day it is that you're watching this. We hope to see you again next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.